Good day, great minds. I am Sadiq Olade. Welcome to another session of branding and marketing. So today I'll be unveiling to you the purpose of brand awareness. That is, why is it important for you to build your brand awareness? So let's just dive in straight into what you are here for. Brand awareness simply refers to the familiarity of your customers to your brand. That is how well your customers are familiar with your brand, product, or services. And brand awareness are mainly used for two things. It's mainly used to promote your brand, product, or services, or you use it to revive an older brand. Okay, let's just have this as an example. Let's say you go to a store. Just imagine you go to a store, maybe a shoe store for an example. You go to a shoe store and you want to make a purchase of a shoe. So in the shoe store, you are confronted with two choices. To just have you do, and you only need to buy one shoe. You only need to buy one shoe. Okay, now you are confronted with, let's say, a normal product we are not familiar with, and the second product name is Adidas, and you are told that both products are of same price. I want to ask you, which will you go for? The first is the product name. You are not that familiar with it. You just don't know it. You are just, let's say, this is the first time you are seeing the product, but you like the texture, you like everything about it. And the second one you also like, that is, it is very good. It is of, like, let's say, Adidas product or Puma. Let's just use Adidas product. Which will you go for? I'm definitely sure most people will go for Adidas. Because why? Because we are mostly familiar with Adidas. Than the second product. So we will definitely go for Adidas. So that is and why do we want to go for that Adidas? Because of Adidas brand awareness. So note that products and services that maintain a high level of brand awareness are likely to generate more sales. Verily, products and services that maintain high level of brand awareness are likely to generate more sales, because you won't want to just risk. We fear risking something, so we won't want to risk that thing. Like, let me just use this. You go for the one that you have let's say ease of mind for. That if I choose this, I'm sure that this shoe will last longer than the second that I have never seen someone that has tried it. So that's let's just move forward. Building your brand awareness is very, very essential, because the more your consumers can recognize your brand, product, or services, the more they are likely to remember your brand, product, or services when they need it. Because sometimes you just have to keep pushing, you just have to keep making your brand, product, or services big. You just have to keep pushing it out there, because at some point, when you push your products or services out there, people will buy normally. And there are some prospect or your consumers that are not ready, they don't need it. So when, as a time maybe later, they now see one of people they know, let's say, just take for an example, one of their family members need that kind of product, what will come to their mind? It is your product that will come to those people's minds. That is your own prospect. So what they will now do is they will just have to tell one of their family members that need that kind of your product or service, that I know so person that does this. Why don't you go for it? So they will have to recommend you for one of their family or friends. And this is because you have been familiar, you've made your product recognizable for them. They've seen it many times, and they feel like, for this guy to be promoting this kind of thing every time, this product should be something good. So they will have no choice than to recommend you for others, even if they don't need it. Or, okay, let's say another thing might happen. These people they don't even know they will need your services. This is your brand. And one day the need of your product arises, and this your customers are to make a buying decision either from you or your competitors. And note, you have been familiar with these people. That is your product. You've showed them many times. Let's just say, for example, you've been posting it many times. They have been familiar with your product, and you just take yourself for an example. Put yourself in the customer's shoes. Which will you opt in for? The one you've been seeing consistently, or the one they just brought to you for you to use? Definitely, you are going to choose the one you've heard of, the one you've been seeing. So that's how brand awareness works. When your customers are more familiar with your product or services, they are mostly going for it when the times come for them to make a buying decision, that is to buy that particular product. So you need to build your brand awareness, and for you to build this, there are a few points. Let me just give you some few points you need to take notes. Number one, you need to generate leads. Yes, 100% sure. You need to let more people see what you sell daily. And note, these are not random leads. Last week I told you about brand clarity. You should have known the specified audience you will be targeting. So this audience that will be more interested in your services are the kind of people you will be attracting, are the kind of people you must always make them seeing what you are selling. So find your specified audience, then increase your brand awareness, make your brand more visible to them, make your brand more visible to this kind of audience. So another thing is to share content regarding your services. Yes, you need to share content regarding your services, about your service. Like, just give them some things they need to know. Like, you need to educate your audience. That's it in summary. Educate them about your services, how it works, what it will do for them when they make a purchase, how it will solve their problem. Let them know. Educate your audience about your services. And also, you can also increase your brand awareness by telling the story of your business. Tell the story of your business, and also ask questions from your customers. The question can be as regards your product or services, or it can be about trending topics, so that they can feel related, so that you can get engaged with them. So when you just ask a question about trending topic, you've opened the door for them to relate with you. So, and people like being related. People like getting engaged in when you get engaged with your customers, so they'll feel related, and that also can build your brand awareness. So, and also last thing, make your social media engagement a priority. And you shouldn't focus more on a platform or your social media platforms. So you can just your Instagram, your Facebook, your Twitter. So make others people in those platforms, make them feel engaged also. So you should focus on different social media platforms. In summary, what you just need to know is brand awareness. It's a buying decision of your customers towards your brand. Yes, that is, the more these customers are familiar with your brand, the more they are likely to choose you than your competitors. So you just need to make yourself visible to specified audience that will be interested in your services. And you can do this by telling stories of your brand, telling stories of your brand, engaging with your customers on social media, asking questions, and sharing content about your services. But that is educating your audience. So with this, you are good to go. So you just know that your brand awareness is important. So till next time, stay blessed.